to find the limiting value of the function to fit x plus 13 as its input x approaches 5. So look at how best we can find its output as its input x approaches the value 5. So let us look at it. So we have lim of 2 fit x plus 13 as its input x approaches 5. So we are going to apply the same method since it is a linear function. So everything is equal to 5th. So we just plug in 5 for x. We are going to substitute 5 for x. So it's going to be 5 in place of x plus 13 plus 13. So we are going to get, so we have 2/5 times 5 will give us 2. So which is the same as 10 because the 2 here multiplies the 5. So 2 times 5 give us 10 divided by 5, then plus our 13 at the other side. So we continue to simplify. So we are now going to get 10 divided by 5 will give us 2 plus 13. So we are now getting 15 as the answer. So we have 15 to be the answer. So we have to conclude as the limit of the function to fit x plus 13 as x approaches 5 is equal to what we just obtained. So it's equal to 15. So this is the value of the limiting value of the function to fit x plus 13 as its input x here approaches 5 is equal to 15. So that's how we should always tackle this type of question. All right, so we are going to look at the other one too as well. That's question 1D. So let us now look at question 1D. Let's go back to the question and see what we have here. So question 1D says that we should find the limiting value of 1/3 minus 2x as x approaches 1/4. So let's go back and look at that one too. So we have to find the limiting value of, that's question 1D. We have to find the limiting value of 1/3. The limiting value of 1. Let me look at the question again. Minus 2x is the limiting value of 1/3 minus 2x as the input x approaches 1/4. As the input x approaches 1/4. So let us now look at how best we can get its limiting value as the x approaches 1/4. So we are going to get lim of 1/3, that's the function. So lim of 1/3 minus 2x as the input x approaches 1/4 will now be equal to, so we are just going to substitute 1/4 for x. So wherever you see x in the function, you put 1/4 over there. So just start by, we have 1/3 here, there's no x here, so leave it, minus, so we have 2x, 2 is multiplying x, we are going to replace our 2 with 1/4. So it's going to be, so we are going to replace our x with 1/4. So wherever you see x in the function, you put 1 out of 4 over there. So let us continue to get to our final destination. So we are going to get 1/3 minus, so 2 multiplying 1/4 will give us half. 2 multiplying 1/4 will give us half. That is 1 out of 2. Right, so now we have two fractions, so we need to simplify. So we are going to get, perhaps you already know how to go about it. We need to find their LCM. So the least common multiple of the denominators will be 6. Will be 6. So 3 divides 6 2 times, 2 divides 6 3 times. So the two of them can divide 6 without a remainder. So how many times does 3 divide 6? We are going to get 2. So after getting a 2, use it to multiply the numerator of the denominator 3. So the numerator of the denominator, which is a 3, is 1. So we are going to multiply 1 by 2. So it's going to be 2. So then you take the other denominator, use it to divide the LCM, which is 3. So you now use it to multiply 8 numerator. So 3 times 1 give us 3. So at the end, we are going to get 2 minus 3, and that will be equal to negative 1 out of 6. So negative 1 divided by 6 becomes the limiting value of the function 1/3 minus 2x as its input approaches 1/4. So it's the same as the limiting value of 1/3 minus 2x as its input approaches 1/4.